So today we're going to be talking about expense payment in our Yourbooks app. To access expense payment, you can go to the sidebar and scroll down until you see the expense/purchase tab. Within it, we have multiple pages, but we're going to be focused on these two pages to create our expense payment. So here we can record our expense payment, and here we can view our already recorded or made expense payments. So let's go to record. Here we can make payment for our expense. So you can see a form come up. We have the payment date, the payment number, who it is created by, the currency, and then there are other fields that are not filled yet. For creating an expense payment, first of all, we have to select a from company. So for which company are we making this expense from, right? So there are multiple companies here you can select from. But you need to make sure that that company has an expense already created for which we can create a payment. To create an expense for this company or any company you're choosing, you can go to expense and purchase, and here in add expense you will see a form to create an expense. So here you can add the amount and all the details and then select a company to create an expense for that company. So here I'm just going to select this company, and then I'm going to add an amount that I want to be paid. Then I can go to add invoice. So in add invoice, we have this pop-up come up. Here we can make a payment in two ways. We can either search for the invoices created on that company and see how many pending payments we have left. So we can see there's 3 in total. We have this where we have 10 pending. We have an amount of this pending for this expense, and then we have 7,000 pending for this expense. I'm just going to select one here, and it will ask me if I want to, how much amount out of my total that I'm paying do I want to allot to this invoice. I can do it fully, I can do it partially, right? Or I can also do it in a way that I can add multiple expenses, right? Multiple different expenses and pay for them partially. So suppose I do 5 for this and 5 for this. I can also, instead of making a payment for invoices, I can also make an advance payment. So here in advance payment, I can make how much ever payment I want for that company that can be used in the future. When I create an expense for that company, I can use this advance payment to make it already paid or partially paid. So right now I'm just going to select this invoice and I'm going to make it paid right here, right? So I'm going to save my payment. I can choose a payment mode. You can do cash, check, DD, online, credit card. I'm just going to go for online. My bank account is already selected. I can change it if I want. And then I can fill out the TDS amount, who I'm paying to, and the nature of payment. After I'm satisfied with the form, I can go down and save it. So I can either save this form or I can save and download. I'm going to save for now, and we will be redirected to the view payments for expense page. Here we can see all our payments that we have made and its details. Like the latest payment that I've made is right here, right? It was made for today's date. This is the company, this is the amount, and then all the other details, the invoice number and everything. I can download this payment, I can edit this payment, and I can delete this payment by either clicking on this icon or selecting it and clicking on this delete selected button. I can also in the view page go up here to add filters and filter out my data based on invoice number, based on payment number, from company, date, amount, and added by. Now I'm just going to add another payment to that same company to show you how an advance payment would look like. So here I'm just going to go here to that company. I'm just gonna add 100, and I'm going to add an advance payment, right? So, or let's do a partial payment. Here I added 50 for advance, and then I'm just going to partially pay this here, right? And I'm going to go save. Now I can add a payment mode and anything else I want to, and I'm just going to go save. And here, now I paid this much amount for this company and in two different invoices. For one was an invoice and one was an advance payment. So that was the general flow of expense payment on our yearbooks app.